Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good. So today we are here for grade 8 maths. The chapter today we discuss that is probability. The lesson today we discuss that are probability of independent and dependent events. Identify the independent and dependent events. Probability of simple events.
Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good.
Probability of opposites, usually exclusive and overlapping events. I was just checking my mic. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using your email and the passwords that are provided by the administrator. Go to the subject tab, select maths from there. Here are the list of the grades. So we are on the grade 8, view all chapters. So there are a lot of lessons and we are on the probability. Let's open this. And the chapter lesson today we discuss that is the probability of dependent and independent events. So here is the lesson that is probability of dependent and independent events. So the question is, you pick a marble at random. Without putting the first marble back, you pick a second marble at random. What is the probability of green and green? Simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or whole number. So as we know that how many total marbles are there, let's count firstly. So the total marbles are, it's 10. Remaining total marbles, if one we are interested for picking the green, they are saying that first of all we are putting the one green and then we are putting the second green. Okay, when you have picked up the one green and then how much the remaining, that is 10, sorry, that is 9. Okay, total are 10, but when you are pick up one green, so the remainings are 9. So what is the probability for picking up the green marble? So the probability of picking up a green marble is 1 by 9. Okay, and then this is the second as thing, this is the one thing that you are going to check. And then for the second thing they are saying that how many total marbles, that are 10, and how many green in it, that are 2 by 10, and then just multiply the probability of green and green with each other. Let's do it. I'm going to tell you how to do that. For example, so this is the basically marbles. Okay, these are the red and here are the green. Okay, so we are going to finding it out the probability of green and green. So it means that P of green and P of green we are going to find. Okay, so first of all, when we are choosing the P of green, we picked up a one green marble. So what are the remaining marbles are there? So when you pick up the one green marble, so the remaining are 6. So the total is putting in the denominator and one is putting on the top. Now what is the probability of green? Because now you are going to choose the probability of the next green for picking up. So how much of it, how much the total green are there? Now let's see the total green and how much the total number. So total green are 2 And how many total number of marbles are there? 2, 4, 6, and 7. Now finding it out, the probability of green and green. So this is 1 by 6 times 2 by 7. Now just multiplying their top numbers with each other and their bottom numbers with each other. So 2 times 1 is 2, 6 times 7 is 42. So this is 2 over 42. That's the probability of green and green. Okay. And if you're going to more basically divided, then it's all up to you. All right. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2. So 1 over 21. This is the probability of green and green. All right. This is the way that we are going to solve. Now let's discuss the next. You flip a coin twice. There are two possibilities for the coin. One possibility is occurring the heads and one possibility is occurring the tail.
Alright, this is the way that we
So for the coin, there are two possibilities. As we know, when you flip a coin, one possibility is the head and the other possibility is the tails. So in the question, they are saying that what is the probability of heads and heads? Simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or as a whole number. So the event heads and heads are independent. It means that first flip of this coin doesn't affect the second flip of this coin. When we are going to find the probability of the first coin, it means that there are total two possibilities. So in the denominator we are putting 2, and if the head or tail is occur, that is 1. It means that when you flip, it may be the head or it may be the tail. So there is one thing that is going to occur. So it's 1 on the top and there are two possibilities that you are going to put it in the bottom. Okay. Again, the probability of head that we are going to find, that is, again it's the head or maybe it's the tail. Okay, so it's again 1 by 2. For this, the probability of head. Now finding it out, p of head and head, you are just going to multiply 1 by 2 times 1 by 2. And in this way, 1 by 2 times 1 by 2 is 1 by 4. And this is the probability of head and head that is occur here. Okay, this is the way that we are going to flip this coin. Now you spin the spinner twice. There are three possibilities on the spinner, that is 5, 6 and 7. What is probability of even number? Even is only the 6 here. And simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or whole number. The even and 5 are independent. The first spin doesn't affect the second, so the p of even. So the spinner has 3 equal sections. How many total equal sections? The spinner 3 equal sections. So first of all, if the p of even is occur, so how many number of evens in it? Only one number, that is 6. So 1 by 3. Now in the second, probability of 5. How many total event? That is 3. And how many 5 in it? That is in 1. So 1 by 3 times 1 by 3, and that is 1 by 9, which is the probability of even and 5 in it. Okay. So now here is the question, that is, you picked a card at random, put it back and then back another card at random. Okay, so what is the probability of even? And what is the probability of less than 9? There are two even numbers in it, that is 6 and 8. And less than 9, there are three numbers, 6, 7 and 8. So first of all, when we are going to say that the even and the less than 9, these both are independent firstly. The first card doesn't affect the second card, and if first of all, you're going to find the P of even probability. So the P of even probability, first of all, how many total number? That are 4, which you are putting in the denominator, and how many even in it? There are only 2, 6 and 8. Okay, so 2 by 4. Now, what is the probability for less than 9? How many total? 4, and less than 9, there are 3 numbers for less than 9. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to draw some cards here, then we solve these questions. Okay, one card, second card, third card, fourth card, and fifth card. These are all some cards, and here are written some number over it, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And in the question, it mentioned finding it out the probability of odd number or less than 8. Do you know that how to find this one? Everyone think about it. This is a very easy, just like the previous question we have done. It's just to finding the probability and all that. You're just going to put the probability for odd number. So first of all, finding the probability of odd number. So first you tell me what we put in the denominator, how many total number of cards. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 total numbers. How many odd in it? So there are 3 number which is odd, 1, 2, and 3. So this is 3 by 5. Now let's find the probability of less than 8. Same thing, how many total number? 5, putting in the denominator. How many number which is less than 8? 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, and 7. So we can say that 3 by 5. Now, the probability of odd and less than 8 together. So this is probability of odd times probability of less than 8. So this is 3 by 5 times 3 by 5. So now here 3 times 3 is 9, 5 times 5 is 25. This is the probability of odd and less than 8, that is 9 by 25. And there is the proper way to solve this. Okay, let's discuss the next. So let's discuss the next question. Again, this is the same question that we are taking the example of here, okay? Not solving. You pick a card at random. How many total cards are there? 2 cards. One is orange and one is purple. There. So without putting the first card back, you pick a second card at random. Okay? So what is the probability of orange or red? Simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or as a whole number. So first we find the P of orange, then we find the P of purple, P of red. Sorry. P of orange and P of red. So for finding P of orange, how many total cards? There are 2 cards. And how many cards which is orange? Only one. So it's 1 by 2. Okay. Now finding the probability of red. Is there any red card? No. So we can say that it's 0. So 1 by 2 times 0 is 0. Okay. You spin a spinner twice. Look at here in the spinner. There are four equal sections in the spinner. It's 4, 1, 3, and 2. Find the probability of 2 firstly, and then find the probability of odd numbers. When you are going to find the probability of 2, so tell me how many total section of this spinner? 4, and the 2 is occur only one time. So probability of 2 is 1 by 4. What is the probability of the odd numbers? How many odd numbers are there? Two odd numbers are there, 1 and 3. How many total numbers? That are 4. So 2 by 4. Just simply multiply 1 by 4 with the 2 by 4. Okay, hope you guys understand this lesson. It's just a probability and for dependent and independent events. We are going to check it out which events are dependent and then just finding it out their probability one by one. Now identify the dependent and independent events. Alright. Really pick a card at random. Without putting the first card back, she picked a second card at random. Are these two events dependent or independent? So, check it out. Two event they are saying that really pick a card at random. There are three cards are given, and without putting back the first card, she pick a second card at random. So these two events are dependent each other. Okay, they are depend upon each other. So because it outcome of first card or outcome of first event can affect the outcome of the second event. So the two events are dependent. It means they depend each other. Okay. Now Rayleigh does not put the first card back, so her first card affect which card are left for her second pick. So there are three cards, and then when we say that it's a dependent event. Let's see this question. Lester and David needs to schedule the appointments with the same doctor. Lester calls in the morning and pick one of the open appointment times. In an afternoon, Devil cards to schedule one of the remaining appointment times. Okay, are these two events dependent or independent? So two events in the answer they are saying that these events are dependent. Why events are dependent? Because if the outcome of first event can affect the outcome of the second event. Why? Because the appointment first Lester pick affects which appointment times are left. Because when basically first he chooses the time like the morning time, and then which time is basically left now? Afternoon time, and that David picks that time. So these two appointments depend upon each other. If the Lester doesn't call in the morning and then pick up for the afternoon, then the David is basically schedule their appointment in the morning. Okay, so these two dependent, even these two depend upon each other. All right, let's do the next question. On the patio of Michael Pizzeria, the Garner family decided on a type of pizza to order. In the back of the restaurant, a group of friends also chooses a pizza to order. Are these two events dependent or independent? Two events are independent if the outcomes of the first event doesn't affect the outcome of the second event. Okay? This is basically the definition of independent events. The two events are independent now. Why? Because the pizza that the Garner family orders does not affect which the pizza the group of friends orders. They are basically not affect with each other. Okay, so we can say that these are independent events. So look at this question. The Darren calls a bakery and order a custom cake with a certain design. Later the day, the Lagon calls to the order a custom cake. Okay, first of all, the Darren calls the bakery and order a custom cake. And later the day, Logan calls to order the custom cake. Are these two events dependent or independent? If these two events are dependent, so it means that outcome of the first one affect the outcomes of the second one. And if they are independent, so they are not affected by each other. Okay, let's see. These are independent. Why? Because the Darren choice of design doesn't affect the Logan choice. These both choices are different. All right. So it doesn't mean like these two events are dependent. So these are independent events. So in this question, during a game of the roulette, a wheel is spun and ball drops randomly into one of the wheel's numbered compartment. Then the process is repeated with another random spin. So are these two events dependent or independent? They are saying that in the answer, two events are independent because the outcome of the first event does not affect the outcomes of the second event. So we can say that these two events are independent. Okay. So read out this question and then tell me the answer of that. The last one. Everyone think about it and then just tell me the answer. Mary is looking through her movie collection, trying to decide on the movie to watch by coinciding. Todd is also picking a movie to watch from his own movie collection. Are these two events dependent or independent? Two events are independent if the outcome of the first event doesn't affect the outcomes of the second event. Okay? Because look, Mary's looking through her movie collection, trying to decide on the movie to watch. By coincidence, Todd is also picking a movie to watch from his own movie collection. So these two events are independent because Mary's looking their collection and Todd is also picking a movie for their collection. Okay? So these are independent even from each other. So here is the lesson. It's just about you are going to check it out dependent or independent even. So do the test by yourself. First you practice the lesson and then go to the test. Okay, probability of simple events. So a Reggie's movie collection contain 8 movies. How many total movies? These are 8, including the 2 romance movies. What is the probability that a randomly selected movie will be a romance movie? So first of all, we are going to find the probability of romance movie. Okay, so for finding that, first of all, in the denominator, we are putting how many total? Total are 4, 8 movies, and how many of the romance movie? 2 of them. So 2 by 8. You are just checking your answer then. Okay, that's it. Because the probability that we are going to finding it out using this way, the total putting in the denominator and the interested one you are putting on the numerator. Now let's see this one. So for the probability, so the probability for that movie How many the movies that are interested in the, they are saying that the romance movie which is 2, and how many total, this is 4. Total is written in the denominator, and the interested one you are going to put in the numerator. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2, is that is your answer. Okay. Martin mother has a large collection of shoes. She has 20 pair of shoes. How many total pair of shoes? 20. And 8 of them were boots. If Martin mother choose a pair of shoes at random, what is the probability that a shoes would be boots? Okay. So first of all, we are going to find the probability of boots. How many total number of, basically that is 8, that is 20 pair of shoes, and how many of it boots? 8, so 8 by 20. Then just solve it out. You pick a marble at random. What is the probability of yellow? How many total in it? 5. How many yellow in it? It's 1, so 1 by 5. Okay, now let's do the test questions. You pick a card at random. 4 cards are given: 5, 6, 7, and 8. What is the probability of 6? Simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or as a whole number. Okay, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These are 4 cards. There are 4 cards. 5, 6, 7, and 8. We are going to find the probability of 6. So how many total cards? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many card which is 6? Only 1. So probability of 6 is 1 by 4. Okay. You guys solve this question. You pick a marble at random. What is the probability of the yellow marble? First of all, what you do, check it out how many total, putting in the denominator, and then how many yellow in it, putting in the numerator. That's it. So the total is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Total is 5, and total is basically 5, and yellow is only 1. So 1 by 5 it's 0.2, and which is 20%. Okay. Elisa book collection contain the 18 books, including 4 science fiction novels. If the Elisa randomly select a book to read, what is the probability that it will be a science fiction novels? First of all, you check it out how many total books are there. These are 18. And how many are the science fiction novels? These are 4. 4 by 18. Let's divide 4 over 18, then check. So here 4 over 18. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 9 is 18. So 2 by 9. So here is any option for 2 by 9? Yes, it's here. Let's do with it. Let's go with it. This option, okay? There are 12 tables at the wedding reception, two of which have yellow centerpieces. Okay, 12 pieces, 12 tables for the wedding of the reception. So basically, two of which the yellow centerpieces. What is the probability that a randomly selected tables will have a yellow centerpieces? How many total table? 12. How many the yellow centerpieces? 2. 2 by 12. Divide 2 over the 12, that is 1 by 6. 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 6 is 12. So its P of yellow is 1 by 6. Okay. In a class of 14 children, 4 of them speak primarily Chinese at home. What is the probability that a randomly selected the child speaks the primarily Chinese at home? So simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or as a whole number. So you're going to find the probability of the Chinese. Now you guys tell me. Understand, think about it and then tell me the answer. Think about it. Just putting the total number in the denominator and the interested one, that is the Chinese interested one, on the top. So probability of Chinese, probability of the total student are 14, and probability of the Chinese basically that are speaking, which is 4. So 4 by 14. Let's check the answer. 4 by 14. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 7 is 14. It's 2 by 7. Okay. So it's 2 by 7. Yes, that is the right answer. Okay. Look at here this question. You pick a card at random. These are the brown and the blue one. What is the probability of the brown? Simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or as a whole number. So what you do first of all, count the total number of cards, putting it in the bottom, and how many brown in it, putting it in, as in the top. So tell me, how many total cards are there? These are total 9. So just putting the 9 in the denominator. And how many cards which are brown? That is 8. So 8 by 9, which is the probability. Okay. Hope you guys understand this lesson as well. Let's do the 8 by 7. Sorry, 8 by 9. There are 9 is total card. This is a very important question. We already solved this one, but just the same that question, same like you flip a coin. What is the probability of tails? Write it your answer as a percentage. It may be, we are not putting it out, like 50% chance is tail and 50% chance is heads. So we can say that equal chances. Okay. So hope you guys understand this lesson as well. So you practice the rest of the test questions by yourself. First of all, you go through the lesson and then you go to the test. Okay. Now the last lesson of the day, that is probability of opposites, mutually exclusive and overlapping events. Now Let's find one by one. You pick a marble at random. What is the probability of orange or white? Simply, for finding the probability of orange, how many total balls in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How many orange in it? It's 7. So 7 by 10. What is the probability of white? How many total balls? That is 10. And how many? The white in it only 1. So it's 1 by 10. Now, for finding the probability for orange or white, what is the meaning of or here? Or means you're going to add up. Okay? This is the meaning of or. For example, I'm going to draw some cards here. So finding the probability of yellow or red. So first of all, find the probability of yellow and then finding the probability of red. Let's do it. So probability of yellow. How many total cards are there? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. How many cards which are yellow? That are 4. So 4 by 6. Okay. Now the probability of red. How many total cards? Same thing, that are 6. And how many red in it? Only 1. Now find probability of yellow or red. So this is 4 by 6 plus 1 by 6. 6 is only, and 4 plus 1 is 5 by 6 is your probability. Alright, let's do one more question. For example, here are the marble balls, and they're saying that finding the probability of black or blue. Okay, now you guys tell me how can we solve this one. Think about it, everyone, or solve it on your notebooks. So probability of black, how many total in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And how many black in it? 3. 3 by 9. Now what is the probability of blue? How many total? 9. How many blue in it? Only 1. Now find the probability of black or blue. So this is 3 by 9 plus 1 by 9. When you're going to add, only putting 9 here, 3 plus 1, that is 4 by 9. Okay, this is the way that we are going to solve these kind of questions. Now, if they are saying that not white or not something, you are going to subtract from the 1 always. Like if any number which is given, like for example, they are saying that not white. First, you are going to check what is the total number, that is 4. How many white in it? It's 1. And when you are going to find the probability, so you are subtracting that one from the answer. This is the new thing. Like, for example, let's draw here. So finding the probability not black. How to find? What is the probability of black here? Probability of black, which is 4 is total, it's 1 by 4. Now probability of not black. Let's do it. You are going to subtract 1 minus probability of black. Now it's 1 minus 1 over 4. Taking the LCM, and then it's 3 by 4 is your answer. This is the way that you are going to solve. It's not, you can say that, or not black or not white or not anything. Then you're going to solve like this way. This is the same thing, yellow or orange. First of all, you're going to check what is the probability of yellow. There is no yellow. What is the probability of orange? This is 1, 2, 3, 7 out of 8. Then just add up. You rolled a 6-side die. This is the die, you rolled it 6 times. It's odd or greater than 5. How many odd in it? It's 1, 3, 5. 3 numbers are odd. And how in total? It's 6. So 3 by 6. Then greater than 5, there is only one digit, so 1 by 6. 1 by 6 plus 3 by 6, just adding up. Hope you guys understand this lesson. So today we discussed the graded maths. Chapter name is probability. Here are the names of the lesson, that is probability of dependent and independent event. Identify the dependent independent events, probability of the simple events, probability of opposite, mutually exclusive, and the overlapping events. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using their email and the passwords that are provided by the administrator. So hope you guys make sure before starting the next session you practice all these questions. And if you still need help in any of the question, then you can contact the tutors. How can you contact? You are using the chat button. Look at here, it's slide there on your A plus website. Open that, and then there is a chat button. Click on this. Select your department, like in which department you need help with, maths or language, putting your name, and then just send. In this way, you are directly contacting with the tutors. So for now, have a great day, you all. Bye.